Hi, welcome to Black and Quirky. I'm Aubrey, and this is the first one. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Alright, this is a quick get to know me video, so it'll definitely be shorter than the rest of my videos, but it should give a little bit of insight as to who this random person is. My name is Aubrey Jackson. I'm 21. I'll be 22 on October 23rd. If you want to send me something, let me know. Um, I'm born and raised in the Metro Detroit, Michigan area. I was raised Christian. Started out in a very traditional Baptist church and switched to a non-denominational, still kind of Baptist church. I go by he, him pronouns. I am gender fluid, but I spend a lot of my time as masculine or male. I'm panromantic and demisexual, which means that I'm romantically attracted to everyone and only sexually attracted after there's some sort of relationship between the two of us. There has to be some type of emotional connection, otherwise, there's nothing. I grew up with both of my parents. My dad lives in Florida, my mom lives with me. I live with my mom. Um, I have two older twin sisters who are adopted, but they're mine. I have a whole lot of nieces and nephews, something like 15 of them. 16? Something in there. I posted a message, and there was a question that came to me that I felt like it would encompass a lot of other things I would have gotten. And the question is, what are the things that inspire you the most? Why and how? Um, Ever since I was little, I've always been inspired to help other people. I don't know if that's exactly what you're asking, but that's my main inspiration, is that everything I did had the purpose of trying to help someone else. When I was really young, I wanted to have enough money to open a homeless shelter that took people in and gave them jobs and taught them how to live their lives outside of the shelter because they were going to make it out. And I feel like I still hold on to that, kind of. It hasn't really gone anywhere. So I'm working towards that still, kind of, technically, in my own way. But I also, want to have enough so that my mom doesn't have to work, or if anyone in my family needs help, I can help them or fix their problem, if the case may be. Um, so a lot of my inspiration is helping people and keeping other people happy, which is a lot of why I was starting to study psychology. I'm also inspired by a lot of musicians. A lot of musicians I've seen have this um, work until it's done mentality, wherein once they start a project, they're not done working on it until it's finished. They don't pause or schedule around it. Like, them getting done whatever project they've started is the bulk of their schedule, and everything else is just filling in the gaps. And that's something I've always looked up to and something that makes me want to work harder. But I'm also lazy. This is a question I got a while ago, and it seemed like it was something that I wanted to answer, but I didn't really have a way of answering it. And the question was, well, there was more than what I'm going to read to you, but I can't find the original message. It says, as a white person, I want to stay in my lane and not be shitty or cross boundaries or make it about white people. But how can I actively participate as just that, an ally? Or is it not my place to participate? And I believe in their original question they were asking about, as a white person, how do they participate in um, explaining how black people are mistreated, especially when there's a black person who isn't informed. How do they tell that person that their stance is incorrect when they're white and they feel like they don't have the choice to speak? And as a black person that was uninformed, I can tell you that I was informed by a white person. I have a white person who's on my case and checking, because as someone who was raised Black and also Christian, that came with a lot of um, mindsets that are harmful to everyone, not just the Black Lives Matter movement or whatever. Like, there's a mindset that I'm trying to deconstruct now that men have to be gentlemanly and pay for dates and open doors and all that. But as someone who's non-gender conforming, where do I fit in that? So I'm trying to dismantle a lot of the things that are usually taught in Black communities, or at least from my experience, and doing it in a way that doesn't completely nullify the good effects of them. Um, so, as a white person who doesn't want to get out of their lane, cross boundaries, or be a shitty white ally, I would say start the conversation. Don't be afraid to start the conversation. Listen to what the other party is saying. And if you have information or you know a, for example, Sheska does all of those decoded videos. Like, if there's a topic that comes up and you know that you explaining it wouldn't be the best, because I do this a lot myself, send them to informational videos where they can learn more about where they come from and who they should be. Because I think when it comes to teaching in the Black community, it should be left to the Black community. Because no one can teach us better about us than us. While I understand that white allies would want to help someone who's uninformed, try to find someone who is Black and informed, because they will know more about it than you do, generally speaking. There are some who are informed that aren't as informed, and you can still pitch in now and then and say, well, what about this thing? But don't completely lead the conversation, since you aren't exactly in it. That sounds bad. You know what I mean. You got my point, I'm sure. And if there are any questions about anything, just leave a little comment. I'll get to them. I have a lot of free time. I think that's everything. I think that's actually everything. So, I'm sorry this is short. I knew it was going to be short. The next one should be longer, and I will actually have topics to talk about, so that'll be different. Alright. That's it. I am Aubrey. This has been Black&Queerky, and I'll see you next week.